8:45 p.m. this Wednesday afternoon, September 17th, 2025. Back out here doing a sky observation. And as soon as I stepped out, lo and behold, what do I see? Well, maybe you could see what I can see. Yeah, I'm gonna leave them behind a little bit here. And now I have a hubby that's decided to come up. And is he going to shut off the nozzle again, or as you can see, we got a gap right here. Well, it's fading out rather quickly. Come on now, quit. Yeah, I'm talking to the bees once again. Oh, okay, never mind. Thought I was seeing another one on its way, but it was just a residual trail left. What are you doing, man? Oh, anyways, we'll go ahead and do a real quick look at this in just a moment, just as soon as I grab my glasses. Yeah, I was noticing that this was catching a little bit of sunshine and glinting, but yeah, and this little splash back here is still, well, let's see where we at. Oh, come on now. Anyways, we still have that little dash back here wherever it's at. Okay. Went to grab my glasses real quick. Alright, I've grabbed the glasses and, well, might as well go ahead and see if we can zoom in on this guy. As he's departing, he spun around facing the east. Okay, let's go ahead and get a, make sure we get our focus, dim down that lighting, and up here to this greater light, and all of its brilliance, right? Whether it's just the brilliance of one single light or not. Okay, so there is our object. Oh, very interesting how let's see here. Come on, quick, get out of my face. Where are we at? Oh, where you at? Oh, right here. Okay. Okay, so I got a stink bug on me. Okay, so anyways, this little splotch that he left behind is still there. Nothing else from his trail that I can see but that little section there. Strange, right? Ooh, a bunch of birds flying over. And now I've got quite a few bees buzzing around me. So I'm going to go ahead and end this recording. 5:20 p.m. This is where we stand with the sun and the object next to the sun. Well, who knows but what there might be more than one object next to the sun. One that still cannot be seen quite as yet. Just a thought. That's all. Well, just shut off the phone. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, way back here in the distance there is a white aircraft, no trail, moving rather slow. I don't know if we're picking him up or not. Let's try to dim this down a little bit. Maybe, well, probably too far off now, and yeah, I've lost sight of it visually. Doggone it. So, well, if we got it, cool. If not, then you won't see this clip. Otherwise, it just looks very dirty out here. The skies, yeah, I'll include this clip regardless. And even from a distance, more likely, this is showing up. At least it was earlier. And I swear I can hear another aircraft someplace. Well, why not? Let's go ahead and just get another real quick viewing of this object. Is it showing up in the regular lighting? Do new. Try to refocus a little better. More likely won't happen. Yeah, the light's just a little too much. Okay, there we go. I'm not really making it out here like that either, but boom, there it is. So now it's 5:35 p.m. returning from feeding the cats, and I happen to look out of our entryway here and to the north and seeing this line back here. Looky there. And I could walk around to show the extent of that, but why do that when we can go ahead and focus on yet another aircraft right here. Possibly not all the greatest of visibility. Yeah, see, just non-stop issues with the focus. But yeah, back there. And it seems to be leaving a slowly fading trail. And mind you, we got up to the mid 80-degree Fahrenheit mark today. Still rather warm. And if you would ask me, a little bit of humidity in the air. Yeah. So, I'll leave off with that for the time being. And coming back at you at 5:40 p.m. Decided to step out here on the balcony, take my chances with the bees. Yeah, and I'm vaguely able to see up here, okay? But I have been having and experiencing a lot of issues with the focusing today due to, is it the brightness of this light? And here we can see the object through the leaves of the tree, right? Let's dim this down, shall we? And well, that actually hinders the appearance of that object, so we'll stick with that. So anyways, is it actually the brightness of this, and possibly in combination with this teal object, whether it's teal green or teal blue? Well, you decide, alright? Or is it due to the factor of possibilities and greater potentialities that they have been spraying massive amounts of reflective material, or releasing, shall I say? Apparently that kind of carries over a little bit better with the narratives and yeah, my narrations. Alright, so now I am getting the bees buzzing around me and landing on me, so we're going to have to cut this short. But overall, once I compile these recordings together, it'll be a rather lengthy video, all in all. Well, we can see possibly this stripe up here. Yeah, right. It's, yeah, it's in the mix up here someplace. Yeah, right up in here. But again, very difficult to see through all of this glare in the air. Okay, they're in my face now. Gotta go. 6:10 p.m. I stepped out here not specifically for sky observation, but just as a side note, as far as a Michigan occurrence that took place today, as well, actually, yeah, as an occurrence for Michigan. We had Vice President J.D. Vance within our state, and I won't go into much about his visitation or anything, other than the factor that he brought up the possibility of President Trump sending in the National Guard into Detroit, Michigan. Okay. Well, alright, maybe we will be doing a sky observation of some sort. If he comes into viewing. We do have, where is he? The sound should be audible enough. Man, I'm getting a lot of bees around me right now. No, he's not making an appearance. Anyways, sorry about that. So continuing on real quick. So with that being said, as far as the possibilities of National Guard in Detroit, I had previously spoken in some of my recent content about the factor of President Trump and through the powers of presidency and executive orders, the ability or the want of ability to be able to remove even American citizens from this country according to his wishes and or desires. That's a possibility, alright? I'm just saying that. And that is being talked about. But there are some states where that power does not carry over. And Michigan is one of those states so far that is under certain protections for that type of a scenario. I'm not sure how many states there is that is under so-called protections for your American citizenship, but interesting topic, and of course that kind of falls into my mindset of timelines, predictable timelines, and once again going back to previous content, uh, you know, the military on every street corner, and martial law, and of course all this is still future possible events, but I'm seeing it rolling out. And I'm also seeing through the leaves this object. Look at that. I can zoom right in on it. Don't even need to use my Polaroid sunglasses, as for some reason the leaves really help to pull this out. And I'm not even in dim mode, okay? Crazy. But of course, once I step into the glare, which I'm not going to do because, well, now we can go ahead and look at this. Surprise, surprise, eh? Come on now, get with the focusing. Alright, well, forget about it. We'll just forget about it and try focusing this away. Yeah, dimming the lighting is not a very good idea. Yeah, I'm burning out already today, people. Well, yeah, I think we'll stick with that for the time being. Oh, a little bit of a color change there. Can we see? Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, it's getting too difficult to see. He's blending right in. That's right up over my head. So enough of that. Well, anyways, yeah. Once again, this is just a side note of thoughts and theoretical explanations over, once again, an occurrence that took place in the state today. And I say that because, well, I hadn't heard of any visit that was supposed to be coming. So, yeah. Alright, we'll leave off with that. And we are back. The current time is 7 p.m. and I cannot believe it. I just finished watching tonight's edition of ABC's Evening News. Yeah, ABC. That's the channel with Good Morning America, right? Anyways, wow, so many issues being reported about airliners, passenger airliners, huh? Yeah, that was quite interesting about Swiss Airlines and that airliner. And furthermore, the report over the Spirit airliner that apparently came too close to Air Force One. And the conversation that took place between those two crafts, there's an 8-mile radius, circumference, whatever, of protected airspace around Air Force One at all times, and apparently the other airliner was within that airspace and was ordered by Air Force One to make the adjustments and turn 20 degrees. I can't remember which direction, but regardless, there was no immediate response, so a secondary demand was made from Air Force One, and it was quite interesting because whoever it was declaring this warning to turn said, "I am not going to tell you a second time, get off your iPad and turn 20 degrees. Wow. That really perked my ears, because when you really think about that, basically they were on autopilot. The pilot himself of that passenger airliner was on his iPad. Air Force One knew about it. In fact, more than likely had all the data from all the passengers' devices, as well as the pilot, navigator, and all, the rest of the crew. Because, well, it's the most technologically advanced vehicle that rides the skies, right? So basically, yeah, that airliner was on autopilot, and as far as I'm concerned, it sounds as though Air Force One, even with all that protected airspace, had moved into the pathway. I was basically bullying the airline, in which, there was a response from Spirit Airlines saying, "Hey, we practice safety, and all that," and which they moved out of the way. That airliner did, but when you really hear the story and you think about it, well, at least that's what came to my mind, and I just thought to share that. I am being severely swarmed, and I just had some phone call come in. Been getting phone calls recently, and I don't get phone calls. Let's go ahead and check this out one last time for the night. Let me grab my glasses. Oh, I guess I have them on me. Okay. I was prepared after all. So, let's see if I can do this without getting myself stung. We're going to have to try to get this to focus somehow. Once again, just too much glare in the air, and I still don't know how well of a focus that is. Yeah, okay, I can still see it. Of course, now it does take these lenses to pick it up, but there it is. And that is our last viewing of the object for this day, for this night. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and end the recordings for today altogether with this recording. So, with that said, and all of this seen, thank you for watching. Take care, and have yourselves a great one. Much love to you all.